you always joke around with them niggas, but when they come to me, it's you always want to be serious and this is that and the third, yada, yada, shit like that. So he was like initially mad off that. What made me mad is like, no offense, twin, but nobody ever put Ike in it. You know? Not saying I want him to, but it's like, damn, I gotta be fucking with Kennedy, Delasia, Kayla, and Mylea. And this nigga Ike not like nobody saying, oh, Ike fucking on one. No, they did. Oh, Malik fucking on Malik, 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 Malik. And you know, not even trying to sound cocky or nothing like that. But that's how you know when a nigga like jealousy. You know what I'm saying? Like not jealous, but it's like you clearly
Some type
think
of
I'm
envy.
capable of. Yeah, you clearly
Yeah,
think
some
I'm
type of
capable
form
of
of
taking
envy.
your bitch. You clearly see
Mm,
something in me that, all right, yeah, he. You know what I'm saying? For you to
mm-hmm.
even sit there and accuse me of doing some shit like that. You know? But that's any nigga nature though. If you see like no homo, if you see a good looking nigga talking to your bitch, or you see like, oh yeah, he probably could take my bitch, you gon' trip, you know? So he probably they in their head, they probably, yeah, they probably would fuck with this nigga. They probably would fuck on him. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's
Mm-hmm.
like, damn. But yeah, it skip all that though, but it's like that used to really make me mad because it's like, bro, I'm not the only nigga in this circle, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And we had that group chat before Ike even moved to Ontario. So they can't use the excuse, oh, Ike all the way in Ontario because we had that group chat like a few months before he moved. I think Ike moved in like August of 2020. We made that group chat in like June. No. Cause Mar and Delay started fucking each other in April. No, February. They start fucking each other in February. And then that's when he tapped me in with my Leah in like February, March. So I'll say that group chat got made like April, May. And Ike moved in like August. But you see, Bruce, he been saying that shit though, so I'm not even really tripping off him. You know, Bruce been saying that shit since like 10th of the when me and Kennedy first became besties. It was, oh, you fucking with Malik, shit like that. So it's like, but it's like more. Me and Ike literally started getting close to Delasia at the same time. So it's like, what made you pick me? You know,
Mm-hmm.
because it was a point in time when we was working at Amazon, Ike was seeing them more than I was because they all worked the same time. I had a different time shift from them. Them three, Ike, Kennedy, and Delasia worked the same time shift. So he was seeing them more than me. Like Delasia used to go pick them up for work, take them to work, take them back home, all that shit. Like they was together. You know, they was together. You
Mm-hmm.
know, even though they probably wasn't going nowhere, nothing. But it's like he was seeing them more than I was. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But for some odd reason, it's just, oh, you fucking on leak. You fucking on leak. You fucking on leak. Bro. And every time they told me that, bro, it used to just make me madder and madder. I never said nothing to Mar because by the time Mar started doing it, bro, I was already in my head like, all right, yeah, these niggas weird, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I said something to Bruce was because Bruce been doing this shit for years. Like Bruce been doing this shit for years. So I told him one time, I'm like, bro, stop bringing me up when you and Kennedy getting. I don't want her, you know.
You know what
And
you
he didn't even
say?
respond. He texts Kennedy like, oh, stop telling people our business, yada and shit like that. I'm like, bro, like stop, you know. And then this nigga Mar, bro, but Mar used to do it undercover too. That's another reason I didn't used to say it. Delasha, she didn't used to really tell me like that until like one time they got into it bad and she came and told us and then she used to start telling me, he like, yeah, he always accusing me and you of doing something, yada and shit like that. But I can and when she told me that I start peeping it, like you know what I'm saying? And I start like I start like fake moving accordingly, you know what I'm saying? Cause like
Mm-hmm.
I remember it was one time we was in a hotel and we was all in the living room. And I think she was doing more hair or something like that. Something either he was sitting in a chair and she was messing with his hair, or she was sitting in a chair and he was fucking with her hair. It
Mm-hmm.
was either one of them, but regardless, we was in the living room and I was on the couch. And me and Delasia, we making jokes back and forth. You know how we do, you know, like, oh, you're bald, you pee in the bed, yeah, you know, we joking back and forth. And I could just see it on Mar's face, like he getting irritated. So I just stopped. You know, I just stopped. Like, you know, I was like, all right, you won. I'm out of jokes. I just told him, I'm like, all right, you won. I'm out of jokes. You know, I'm like, you
Like you can
got
see
this
it
one,
on
but
his
I'm gonna
face,
get you next
like
time. Yeah, I
like you
can
see,
just peep it on his face, like you know.
like he's
And then
staring
he
at you or
started doing
something,
another
or
thing. No, he didn't stare at me. I like looked fake, looked in the corner of my eye, like you know. Cause like now that I'm thinking about it, I think Mar was in the chair and Delasia was standing up. So I'm sitting down too. So I'm like fake looking up at Delasia while we talking. I'm looking in the corner and I could see Mar like he got like some type of irritation in his face. So I just left. And then another thing Mar used to do, I peep he getting like angry that I'm talking to her. And like if me and Delasia shooting back and forth, he'd just like grab her. You know, or he'd try to join in and start shooting on her. Like I say, oh, you pee in a bed. He'd be like, oh, you do pee in a bed. Remember that one time? And then he'll just start like take her off or something, you know? Like distracted. So that's when I'm like, I don't even. Mm-mm. But at the same time, it's certain points where I couldn't blame Mar for thinking that. Because it was
Mm.
points where it was like we'll go somewhere and I tell them I don't want to go, and they like literally beg me to go. You know, like I tell them like, nah, I'm good. I'm in the house today, and then they even called Mar a few times like, oh, can you convince Leak to go? Yeah, shit like that. I don't know why he don't want to go. He called me like, I could just hear it in his voice. He like, bro, they want you to go, bro. I'm like, for what? He like, bro, I don't know, bro. He like, please just go so they can leave me alone. So I just tell I hear it in his voice. I'm all right, fuck it, bro. I'll go. And then he like, all right, fool, get ready. And I just got in the shower, or whatever. Like shit like that, it's like, all right, I can see, you know. Here she goes, talking about you up. But yeah, but other than that, he like, oh, you know, like, but his reasoning was like stupid. He said two things. I'm like, I debutted it fast, you know, like to Delasia though. I'm like, you should have said this. The first one, he like, oh, people be saying like, they be telling me like, oh yeah, you think like they be peeping me and Delasia be fucking with each other on the low. For one, when we used to go out, we used to have the same group every time. It was rare we let people around. Like when we used to get hotels and shit, it was always the same people. Me, Mar, Kennedy, Delasia, and Bruce and Michaela. It was rare, like, all right, probably like two, three hotels, Twan was there. Kev was at one hotel. Toon was at one hotel. Trey Sean was at like one or two. None of these niggas be here frequently to even see, like, oh yeah, Malik and Delaja probably got something going on. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then two, he was like, oh, y'all probably be sneaking around, fucking with each other on the low. Every time I'm with Delaja, you're there. So
Mm.
when would I have time to, you got her location. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you be checking that motherfucking way. If she not responding or something, you get to blowing up her phone. You know? So when would we have time to even do anything? You know?
Mhm.
Like I'm like make it make sense. You know? Like, and I used to tell Mar that all the time. Like when we used to get into arguments about other shit, like he be like, oh, this person said you said this. I'd be like, Mar, just think. Like before, I'm like, Mar, he does have a problem with not thinking before he acts. I'm like, Mar, when somebody tell you something, just sit back and think about everything they told you and make it make sense. And then tell me, like, if it, you know what I'm saying? Just like the whole Eli situation.
Yeah, that
I
was
told him, like, Mar,
avoidable.
just sit back.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, just sit back and think about what this nigga is saying and tell me who it sound more like. You
The
know what I'm
thing is
saying?
that he know, like he know how. That's why I'm like,
That's what
I
I'm
think that nigga, he
saying.
just wanted to be. I ain't gonna lie, he just wanted to beef with you. I don't know if I told you this before, but I'm telling you, like, I know how, bro. I know how niggas is. Like, he knows how Eli is. I think he even said it. Um, bro, he knows how Eli is. He knew that, bro. He know how Eli is. Like, he know Eli be lying. So I think he really just wanted to get down with you. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but it's like
Somehow, I don't know.
if that is I don't think no, let me put it like that. I don't think he wanted to get down with me, but I think he did want I think he wanted to put on a show for who he was around.
Mm,
You know what I mean? Because he like niggas around me, they know I'm not really a hothead. I'm not the type to sit here and argue. You know what I'm saying.
mm,
I'm not that type of nigga. But if I need to get in, we gonna get down. If if it come to that. But I'm not the type of nigga to like like that Eli shit. If
mm,
Mar, he would have texted Eli like if Eli did that to him, Mar would have oh I need fade, and they would have been on the phone screaming back and forth. Like Eli did that. All right, if I see him, I'm gonna slap him. To myself though, you know. I'm not finna sit here and
mm,
argue. And Mar, he knows that about me. So that's why he called me on the phone in front of him and B Money and them trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to mark me out. That's why I text him. I'm like, when he called me, I text him. I'm like, bro, I hung up off the phone. So I'm like, and then he like answered the phone. I'm like, nah, I'm not finna get into no screaming match with you on the phone like we some hoes or something. You know what I'm saying? I told him straight up. I'm like,
Wait,
bro, if
wait,
you
when
believe
you
what he
answered the
said, hmm?
wait. When you answer the phone, he just got the yelling or something.
Yeah, he went straight to it. He like, so you been popping it, you been popping it to niggas like I'm a hoe or something. I just knew. I said, oh yeah, here he go, here he go.
So he just hung up.
Yeah, I done hung up right there, and then he like, why you hang up? I'm like, bro, I'm not finna get into no screaming match with you. I'm like, you already got your mind made up, fool. Like, you already got your mind made up. Whoever you believe, you just believe, and it's gonna be that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna. I'm like, we two grown men. Well, not grown, but we two men. You know what I'm saying? It's no point in me and you sitting on the phone screaming back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you believe what you do. You take that and run with it. Whatever you want to do with that, you do with that information. You believe it, you believe it. If you don't, it is what it is. And I
Mm-hmm.
told him that. I probably could find a message when I told him that, bro. I'm like, you believe what you want to believe. You already got your mind made up. It is what it is.
What he
And then
say?
that's when him and he like, and then he I think he stopped responding after that. And then that's when I get a call from him and Twan texts me. He like join. I'm like, bro, no, I already told this nigga I'm not finna get in a screaming match with him. And then he like, nah, he not even on that. Just join real quick. So I joined, and Twan just telling him like what happened, like we telling him what happened and shit like that. And then this when he finally believed because me, you, and Twan all had the same story. So then that's when he knew it was Eli. And then it was I think I told you this before because it was crazy because like right after that situation happened, that's when Mars started like inviting me places like heavily. In the back of my
Mm.
head, I'm thinking he trying to like set me up, like he trying to get me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I wasn't really going at first like that. I wasn't really going. You know.
Mm.
But then I think one time they went to Dave and Buster's, and I'm like, fuck it, let me just, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, it is what it is, bro. He gonna get. I'm like, if he wanna get me, he gonna get me regardless. So I might as well just, I'm just
Mm.
like, fuck it. If he want me, we gonna go. If he don't want me, then all right, I'm just gonna be out here having fun.
Mm.
And then it turns out we just went to Dave and Buster's and we was chilling.
It's funny. I remember that day when we had got into it. Bro, it's so funny. I don't know if I ever told you this, but that day that we got into it, I felt it coming already. Like I could just feel it. As soon as I knew, as soon as he got, I had to have a group chat with Kayla and them. When we was with Kayla and them, I already knew it was coming. I knew sooner or later it
Yeah, I
was
told
coming.
them that too. I ain't gonna lie. I told my Lee, I'm like, bro, because even though y'all was like cordial at that time, y'all wasn't really cool, but y'all can like be in the same party and shit like that.
Hmm.
I still told my Lee, I'm like, I don't think it's a good idea to have them in the same, you know what I'm saying, the same group chat. She like, well, they should be adult enough to, be cordial. I'm like, all right, whatever you say, man. It is what it is. And I remember she called me like soon as y'all start arguing, she FaceTimed me like the midst of like when y'all was arguing, like when y'all was texting in the group chat, and you was like niggas gay and y'all start going back and forth. She called me like right then and there. I'm like, bro, I already like I'm not gonna say I knew y'all was gonna get into it, but I knew it wasn't gonna work out for very long. Cause even if y'all didn't get into it, one of y'all was gonna end up leaving just cause y'all didn't want to be in there with the other one.
I didn't really get. I didn't. It was, I wasn't. I just knew. Like I already knew. Like how. I just know how the nigga could be. The nigga be acting a fool and Jelena be in here. Well, the nigga was acting a fool and we would all be in the party. So
Mm.
like he'd be like passive aggressive. Like he act like that's what I'm saying. Like the nigga act like he don't have a problem, but he would do or say shit like where I could tell like bro, you have an issue with me. And
Yeah,
it's
and I know Mar do
been
that. He he
yeah.
he does and says shit to where like his excuse would be valid, but if you know Mar, you know he bullshit. Like
Mhm.
to the blind eye, you'd think like, all right, yeah, he probably, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
for example, say like when he said that shit, like when he thumbs up your message, he could have went to somebody else. Like all I did was thumb up the nigga message, and he got mad. But to us, we know he did that on purpose to provoke you. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah,
But
exactly.
to the naked
Yeah.
eye, they gonna be like, all he
Mm,
did was like, agree to what
yeah.
you said.
Mhm. Yeah, and that's how he was trying to play it on the phone too. That's what I'm saying. It was like, it gets to a point like it comes to a point where you clearly see that one nigga is telling the truth and another nigga is lying. One nigga is saying all facts and then like he know like the nigga knew what he know what he was doing. Like, but then when we got on the phone, he tried to play it like we stupid, like me, like I'm dumb and you dumb. Like you couldn't see what was. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. See, to the naked eye, they wouldn't even be able to see it. But if they knew me and Mars' situation, how it's been for a couple of years, they would know too. Like, bro, you ain't even have to, you know what I mean? Like, damn, I just walked up to this nigga and knocked him out. But yeah, so it was like, bro.